Today I want to talk about an issue that's been going on in the Sonic fanbase in regards to discussions about Sonic and the Sonic fanbase. Now before we continue, thanks for the overwhelming support on my previous video. Being able to hit over 10k views is just amazing, and I can't thank y'all enough for all the support that y'all been giving me. You know, if you love these videos, just drop a subscribe, man, hit that bell, so you never miss out when I upload, I help your brother out, man. Anyways, let's get back into the video. Now, discussion about Sonic and the Sonic fanbase. Discussion shouldn't be an issue, right? Right? Well, it's a Sonic fan base, so what do you expect, man? The first issue started happening with the dreaded quill debate, quote unquote, when it wasn't even a debate in the first place, which I'll get into later. Now, why was this started? As you know, ever since Sonic Lost World, Sonic's quills have been getting shorter and shorter to resemble classic Sonic for whatever reason, and people personally don't like it, especially after they perfected Sonic's model from recent generations, so them just making the quills shorter and just worsening things, they didn't like it. In Frontiers, the short quills were back, and people personally didn't like this, and they just expressed their personal feelings. And then they just got bombarded with replies of people getting mad at them for not liking the quills and quote-unquote complaining about everything. This issue still goes on to this day, and not too long ago it occurred when Yuikawa's art was recently making the quills shorter. People pointed it out and shared their opinion, and they were once again bombarded with replies getting mad at them. This same issue even happens when it comes to people not liking Sonic's current model. People point out the flaws and their personal dislikes with it, and they get harassed for simply not liking something and being slightly negative. If you want a good example of someone not liking one thing about Sonic's design/model, look no further than Child Mix getting harassed for, and I kid you not, simply stating that he missed Sonic's hot dog shoes. Now, if you watch one of my most recent videos, you'll probably start to notice a trend now. This is where we get into the more recent cases where the group of people getting mad at others for these things are getting mad at them for the most smallest things imaginable. Recently, this user who goes by the name Carmel Sui has been getting harassed by people for simply sharing his opinions on certain things regarding Sonic. His most infamous one is him sharing his opinion on Sonic's jump ball animation. So just start a simple discussion, he gets a plethora of comments stating that he's complaining and never happy. Now, if you look at his tweets, you can scroll down and find tweets of him being positive, and you never see anyone get mad at him for that. You're now seeing the trend, huh, now? Another example regards Proto Arts, a modern Sonic community who's currently working on rolling physics model Frontiers. He tweeted about how he personally thought that the breakdance animations were better in Generations than they were in Frontiers, and he personally preferred the Generations animations. Now, he got bombarded with a lot of people getting mad at him, a lot of disrespectful replies telling him to shut up, stop complaining, etc. when he was just sharing his opinion, trying to start a civil discussion about the animation. You can see people in the replies being disrespectful and rude to him for generally no reason, and when you call those people out, they act like they didn't do anything wrong. You can just tell from this fact and all the stuff that they were saying and doing that these are just little kids. It's just why are these kids on Twitter? Why are these kids on Twitter, bro? And the thing is, when you sit back and think about it, all of this, the quills, the shoes, Sonic's model, the jump ball, the animations, etc., they're all just preferences. They weren't debates or anything like that, so I don't get why people were calling the great quill debate, this and that. No, it was just simple discussions of people sharing their opinions and points of views with one another until people came out of nowhere and got mad at people because they personally didn't like something, and then they started accusing people of complaining when people were just chilling. Bro, what? It made no sense. Now let's go back to Carmel's tweets, because there's a lot of interesting and ignorant stuff that's going on. Carmel addresses the BS that's going on under his tweets, and this user replies saying that he, Carmel, should expect people to be mad at him because he's quote-unquote complaining about a non-issue even though he was just expressing his opinion. This guy said a whole lot of stupid stuff, so let's just run down and disprove everything he said for the fun of it, bro.
I have no reason to respect a blatantly stupid opinion that serves nothing, especially after all the dumb arguments about his model, short or long quills, and his shoes. It doesn't matter to the gameplay, so why are their opinions wrong?
First, people like having these conversations between one another about things like Sonic's model. No one is saying that you have to participate in it. Just don't cry and try to stop these discussions from happening. Just because it isn't gameplay, that doesn't mean that no one can talk about it. Even Kishimoto talks about it. If you don't want to see it, then, I don't know, ignore it instead of just crying about it on Twitter. You're a nobody on Twitter. You're in no position to try and dictate what people can and cannot talk about. Bro, hop off. Next.
These opinions never existed prior to Forces. Nobody cared about these ball animations or quills, shoes, renegade animations, boost ores. None of it mattered until Forces came out. And it's ridiculous to me that we aren't even focusing on the gameplay anymore.
Bro, this is just a lie. Tons of people pointing out Sonic's model, animations, jump ball, etc. when Forces came out. It's obvious that this person wasn't even in the fan base to see it. People do focus on gameplay. Shoot, on the topic of Carmel, he's always talking about gameplay. They just wanted to open up a discussion and see other people's opinions. It's that simple. Now, let's move on to the next one.
My original tweet said, Sonic fans literally can't enjoy anything. It's a ball, it doesn't affect gameplay at all. Super Sonic's movement in Frontiers is more criticism than a stupid ball animation. Other people said the same kind of thing, and he's crying about it.
Like, literally, people talk about this stuff. Not everyone has to talk about it 24/7. People can talk about other things. It's not hard to understand.
People like me focus on stuff that matters to the gameplay, not aesthetics. If that's bad, you got a problem with yourself.
Once again, people talk about this stuff. Like, these same people that you're getting mad at talk about gameplay most of the time. It's like, it's fine to talk about aesthetics once in a while. There's literally people who have jobs regarding Sonic's design and look. It's straight up disrespectful to say that they don't matter at all just because you, a random guy on Twitter, doesn't care for you. I don't understand how you're gonna claim that other people have problems when you yourself thinks that they're an MC on Earth. Like, nah, bro. Bro really thinks he's him now. All right, let's go on to the next tweet.
Opening a discussion expecting nothing but good replies defeats the whole point of the discussion.
Like, what? So, a good discussion when people just tell others to shut up and tell them that their opinions don't matter. They shouldn't express their opinions respectfully. Like, what? What is bro waffling about, bro? Like, y'all got any idea? Go and tell me in the comments, bro. Tell me in the comments y'all got any idea what this dude is talking about. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Gotta hop off Twitter doing all this, bro. But like, but it's Twitter, bro, so I don't know what y'all expected, man. Anyways, let's get back to the main part of the video. Why are these people outside of this random dude? Why are these people mad about them having small discussions? If you still can't tell what the issue here is, it's toxic positivity. Toxic positivity is something I've already went over on this channel, so I won't dive deep into it this video. So you can go click on the link in the description to go watch and get a more deep dive on the topic. Now, the reason why these people are getting mad at others for having discussions is because they're being slightly negative. They want an echo chamber of positivity and want no one to be negative or not like something. As you've seen, this is proven with the fact that they went after Carmel Suvi for not liking the jump ball and saying that all they do is complain. Once again, I have to say this like I did in my last video. Why do you care if someone's negative? Like, how does it affect you in any way, shape, or form? Are you gonna die? Or are you gonna lose your interest in something just because someone's being negative? No, so just ignore it and move on. It's that simple. Remember how I talked about them complaining about them always being negative and never being positive? Well, that's just a lie because they've proven to be positive, but they won't say anything about that. Look at Carmel Sudi's post. Y'all complain about them not being positive and ignore them when they are. So, like, what's the point? And I still have to ask once more, why does them being positive even matter? What is them being negative affect? Like, what does it matter? Like, how does it affect you in any way? It doesn't. So just move on. If someone doesn't like something, okay, respect your opinion, bye. Like, okay, it's that simple. You don't have to dive into it, get mad at them, none of this. Okay, they don't like something, okay, bye. It's that simple. It's funny how this recently happened to me as well. This person claims that I only complain and I'm never satisfied. I then provide proof of me praising things and giving props where they're due. And then they say I'm still in the wrong because I praise stuff and still complain? Like what? Like, bro, what? So in order for you not to be mad at me, I have to only praise things and never give criticism. Like, bro, be for real, bro. Like, I can't, man. Twitter, bro. Twitter. Twitter.
Everyone, boo this nigga!
Like, just look at this dude's tweets, bro. It's obvious that they just want everyone to blindly be positive and like everything. Like, it's just pathetic, man. This is all going on recently with the release of Update 2 for Sonic Frontiers as well. Photo Arts recently criticized the addition of the spin dash in Frontiers and got harassed. While yes, he's in the wrong for opening his tweet out the way that he did, that doesn't excuse people harassing him for giving criticism, trying to force him to like the spin dash and insult his mod for Frontiers for legitimately no reason at all. It's like, it's just childish. Like, you're insulting his mod because he didn't like something from a corporate company. Then you have people saying the same generic stuff like, y'all ain't fun, y'all are ungrateful, which is just pathetic. And it's like, stop using the ungrateful argument, bro. Like, it's so flawed, and I already explained why in my toxic positivity video, so I'm not going to explain it here again. Just go watch the video. Like, no one hates fun. They're just giving their criticism so it can improve in the future. Why do you think all this stuff that got added in this update got added in the first place? All the stuff that was regarding Sonic's movement. Why do you think it got added? It's because of criticism.
For y'all to harass people and shut down people for giving any form of criticism makes absolutely zero sense and helps no one at all. If you say, well, Proto wasn't criticizing the game, he was just complaining, that's just a lie. He pointed out the issues with the spin dash and rolling and showcased them in videos. That's criticism. Could he have started his initial tweet out better? Absolutely. But y'all have no reason to get so mad and upset to the point that y'all harass him, say he doesn't like anything, insult his mod, and try to force him to like things, which is just pathetic. And regarding to the he doesn't like anything, he doesn't like things, he literally gave the update a 2 out of 3 and said that he enjoyed the update. Also, even if he didn't like it, how would that affect you? It won't. I mean, y'all really gotta stop worrying about so much about people's opinions, bro. It's like, bro, stop doing this, man. You didn't have dudes like this who try to antagonize him, trying to force him to like the spin dash, harassing him for giving criticism, and try to cover that all up as him giving proto criticism when it's not criticism at all. It's just pathetic, and when they're asked why they care so much about them not liking it, they ignore it and dodge the question because it'll expose how pathetic they are. Like, have y'all noticed something? It seems that we can talk about previous games fine, but when it comes to recent stuff, people get so defensive over it. I'm not even going to really explain why they get defensive because, once again, I explained why in my Toxic Positivity video, so just check it out in the link below. But it's just pathetic as to why this is even going on. People are just so insecure about their opinions on Sonic that they have to harass others and try to force people to like something just because they gave criticism. You can never go a single discussion about someone getting mad at someone for being slightly negative and saying something like, Sonic fans don't like anything, Sonic fans are never grateful. And it's like, it's mostly kids who do this stuff too, so it's a little understandable, but like, dang, go get you a little Pop-Tart or something and relax. And then it's like, sometimes it's like grown men who get mad at over opinions. It's like, bro, you is too old for this. Why do you care so much about their opinion, bro? Like, dang, go pay your taxes. It's sad how the reason why people get mad at these discussion topics and criticism is because it's not possible. These people want an echo chamber of positivity, so they go out of their way to silence anyone who dares to say something even remotely negative. If you don't like the discussions on stuff like Quill, Science Model, the animations, etc., that's perfectly fine. But don't get mad at others for having the discussions. Don't try to shut down the discussions and make them talk about something else. If you don't find something interesting, then just ignore it. It's just people sharing their opinions and preferences. Trying to shut that down makes no sense at all. And when you see criticism, don't harass them for giving criticism. Criticism helps things improve, and it's a big reason as to why Update 2 is good. It's just because of criticism as to why things got added and improved. If you see criticism, instead of getting mad at them, harassing them, saying Sonic fans are never grateful, they can never be happy, and try to force them to like something, just respect their criticism and opinions. And if you want to talk about why you don't agree with their criticism, then just have a proper discussion with them. It's that simple. It's not how a lot of these big problems in the fan base are things that can be easily resolved by first grade lessons, bro. Even outside of Toxic Positivity, there's still other things wrong with how we have discussions in the community. You then have some people, whenever you give criticism, they say, oh, you just suck at the game. I never went through that, so that must mean it's not an actual problem. You know, you just get good, get better, man. It's like, bro, like, how are you gonna be saying this to dismiss criticism? It just makes no sense, bro. Just because you never experienced it, it doesn't mean no one else did, bro. I remember how the Sonic Tuber Unleashed got harassed, sent death threats, and people sent after him because of, y'all won't believe this, a screenshot, which he didn't even take. This user made a tweet about Sonic's model, and the YouTuber premiered the Remy using this video. He didn't even badmouth the tweeter or anything, so it's all good, right? Right? Well, that's where you're wrong, because the original tweeter decided to get mad at Sonic Tubers for screenshotting their public tweet that everyone can see, which makes no sense whatsoever. It's a public tweet. If you don't want people seeing it, then either talk about it in DMs or tweet it in your Twitter circle, where the people you choose to see your tweet will be the only ones who see it. If you say, but Spidey, screenshotting the tweet and uploading it to YouTube shows off to a larger amount of people and encourages harassment. One, isn't that literally what a retweet does? Shows it off to a bigger amount of people? What next? We're gonna have to ask people for permission to retweet tweets? Come on, man, be for real, bro. And once again, if you don't want people to see your public tweet, then don't publicly tweet it. As to encouraging harassment, putting the screenshot in his video didn't encourage harassment whatsoever. He didn't even badmouth the tweeter, and he didn't tell anyone to go after him. So you can just stop with that, bro. You then have people comparing taking screenshots to rape, and I'm not even joking. They literally did this. As a matter of fact, they said it's the exact same thing as rape. And I'm being for real right now, bro.
Guys, the Sonic Twitter drama continues. This is some of the most fun I've had online in a really long time. And this video, holy shit, it is just peak the arguments he makes. So I'll let you listen.
It's
Take a
not
look.
hard to send somebody a DM and say, hey, can I use this tweet in a video? Or reply to it, hey, can I use this in a video? What is the bad thing is then making like 4 videos about it and tweeting about it non-stop, going, oh, actually, I'm covering all the drama, and these people which have explicitly told me not to use their thing, well, I'm going to use it anyway. Let's use this as an example.
Okay.
Sex, right?
What?
You meet somebody, you're getting on
Yeah.
well, and they're like, no, I don't want to have sex with you. And you go, well, tough luck, you know? I'm going to use it anyway, you're in public.
You're in public, so I can rape you. He's comparing me taking a public tweet and screenshotting it and reading it out and crediting the person who made the tweet and saying their @ and everything, putting it on my YouTube channel. That's equivalent to rape. That is the same as just seeing a girl in public and you're like, well, you're public, so let me fucking rape you. What? Wait, so you're telling me over these past 4 years, where I've made content reading people's tweets and getting over 100 million views doing it, that's the equivalent of 100 million rapes. Dude, I'm the biggest rapist on YouTube. I have essentially raped 100 million people. And if you don't think it's the same thing, listen to this. If you don't think he's making a direct parallel and saying it's the exact same, listen to this.
You're in public, I saw you. Right? You know, what? It's the same thing. You're doing...
It's the same thing. Me reading out a tweet and posting it to YouTube is the same as rape. Dude, the Sonic community's fucking insane, and I love it.
I'm not even going to explain how ridiculous and idiotic that statement is. It's extremely disrespectful to actual rape victims. Do better. You didn't have people sending others after Unleashed, sending him death threats and encouraging mobs on him, telling him to go to hell for what? For saying it's stupid to get mad at others for screenshotting a public tweet? Be for real, bro. This is just childish, and y'all are legitimately terrible human beings, bro. You didn't have people who will initiate an argument for no reason. When someone states that they don't even want to argue and give signs that express that other person will still argue and then go on to act clueless or act like the victim when they get called out for that behavior, even though they were the ones who started everything and won't let anything go. It's baffling to me how people will say, get out of my mentions, like, you started it, bro. They're in your mentions because of you initiating everything. Then there's people who will literally state that they will harass you until you blindly agree with their point of view. Like, what? And the crazy thing is, if you're getting harassed and you call it out, people will go on to condone the harassment and defend the person. It's absolutely wild to me how someone will come to an old argument that could have happened hours or even days ago to start things back up and say you haven't moved on from an argument just because you blocked the person. Yeah, you shouldn't have moved on because you blocked the person, ordering them to get out of your mentions, and not have them constantly try to force you into saying something. Like, what? Then you say you haven't moved on while your last tweet about the topic was hours ago. I swear you only see this type of stupidity on Sonic Twitter, bro. We disprove whether they say they ignore it and actively try to change the subject instead of owning up to it and admitting their mistake. A lot of people nowadays act like they can say anything they want about a person, and when they reply, they say move on. You could have just ignored it and act like they're in the wrong. Like, nah. Y'all done got way too comfortable doing this to people and saying all this stuff to them as if they can't respond. If you say something to someone, expect them to say something back, period, bro. Like, come on now. People will get so obsessed that they constantly co-retweet you, constantly complain, and then they get so pressed that they got to click on your profile, watch your videos, and scroll through your account. Like, that's just some loser behavior, bro. Y'all gotta stop, man. There's certain lies just make false stuff up and look stupid when they get proven wrong, and when that happens, they just ignore it, or just make some more stuff up just for them to get proven wrong again. Random people could come to an argument and start acting like they know what happened, and when they get proven wrong that they don't know anything, they stay quiet. Like, y'all need to mind y'all own business and keep it pushing, man. You got people going to other sites, saving art without permission, bringing it to Twitter and complaining about it, all because they didn't like IUW Sonic. The funny thing is that the artist purposely didn't post on Twitter because they knew people would complain, and the art in question is literally a Felix the Cat reference. Y'all gotta stop getting offended over people not liking stuff, and y'all just gotta grow up, man. Like, come on now. You even have people who try to project and lie on people's names. Like, man, it's just pathetic, man. Now, moving on back to Unleash. You have people getting so offended and harass others for simply saying their opinion on something and spread straight lies, Like, how saying you don't like one thing in the game mean you hate the entire game? Like, what is you Sonic fans on, bro? Like, it's annoying. Whenever you share an opinion on something that's even just remotely negative, you'll get harassed and your words will get misconstrued. This is another example of toxic positivity, and sadly, this also happens to Sonic Tuber Unleashed once again. You have people insulting him and harassing him for simply sharing his opinion just because it's slightly negative or say it's something that they don't like. Like, once again, why do you care if they don't like something? It doesn't affect you, so just respect their opinion and move on. It's crazy how you just said that a level is the worst in the game, and it resulted that to him hating the whole entire game. Like, bro, what? They even lied saying, "Nay, Unleashed, you want people to blindly agree with their opinion and think that their opinion is objective." Like, no one said that. What did you want, bro? And it's the same people getting mad at this specific person. If you don't like them, just stop interacting with them and stop constantly talking about them. Just move on. It's that simple. When you try to tell them this, they say, "Well, you ain't practicing what you preach." Like, what? I'm saying to stop constantly talking about someone who you clearly don't like. This is my first time ever talking to you. I'm just telling you to stop in order to avoid drama. They do this to just ignore moving on and stop interacting with them. They also send death threats like, "Y'all gotta watch out. This Sonic stuff gets serious." You then got grown women constantly going after him who is literally a minor and trying to say he's homophobic when it's been proven countless times that he's not. Bro said he respects everyone who's LGBT and he doesn't hate anyone who's LGBT. He literally has friends that are LGBT, so why are you going after him? You got bigger fish to fry and actual homophobes to go after. Don't even get me started on the blatant racism. This issue isn't even exclusive to Unleashed. The same stuff happens with every other Sonic Tuber who isn't just remotely positive. You literally have people constantly watching the same Sonic Tuber they literally state they don't like, and why? If you don't like them, just stop watching them. It's that simple. What do you gain by continuously watching them just so you can get mad at them? You're only wasting your time and giving the Sonic Tuber money. You don't like them, right? Well, guess what? I'm finna blow your mind. If you don't like them, you just, come closely. Don't watch them, bruh. I know, crazy, right? It's a simple solution. Let's also not forget the blatant lies people make about Sonic Tubers. They say stuff about the video even though they didn't even watch it. It makes no sense. Okay, so on another note, like, yeah, this video been taking a long time to get out and stuff. Like, yeah, my bad. But it's like the same stuff is still going on to today with Sonic X Shadow Generations and like all the stuff that's going on with that. Like the same stuff's still going on to this day as I'm just now finishing editing the video. It's sad and all that, but like, yeah, we gotta stop with this, man. Like, we gotta stop getting mad at people for these discussions and trying to shut it down, bro. At the end of the day, I hope we all come to an understanding that the way we discuss topics in the fan base needs to improve. Learn how to respect each other's opinions. If you see someone having a discussion with other people about something small, don't come in and try to shut it down. Just let them have their discussions and move on with your day. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out when I upload. I made this meme image. I don't know. I just made this talking about toxic positivity. Feel free to screenshot it and use it when necessary. Remember to follow me on Twitter at @thespidey_. The link will be in the description. I hope you have a wonderful day/night whenever you're watching this. I love you all. God bless you all. It's your boy Spidey, and I'm out. Peace.